Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Underdog podcast. It's been a while. I haven't done one of these in a long time. I'm thinking we get my buddy Luke up on here. You know, just like good old days. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. I cannot relate. I'm not doing absolutely fantastic. How satisfied are you with the amount and variety of instruments? 0%. God, I'll just call him.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 803.
Oh. Oops, guys. Hold on. Let me turn my phone off and then turn it back. Shut up, Siri. I almost let her know every single thing about me. That would have been crazy. Nobody wants to do that. So the only way that you're gonna... never mind. There's gonna be two ways that you can see this. You can either see this on my YubTub channel, which is how you're seeing this right now, or you're hearing this on SoundCloud, which is pretty awesome. If you're hearing it on SoundCloud, you are a real one. Turn my phone back on real quick. Top 10 reasons you may not be straight. You like boys. Sorry, guys. I saw that video and I found it very funny. I've just been like vibing for a bit. Not doing the greatest in life, but like it'll all be okay. At some point, it'll get better. So, dude, I'm just like so down to get Luke up on here. Maybe frick. Hold on. Starting a podcast. Wanna join? Send a message, please. Might frickin'. We have really good Wi-Fi. We have like gigabyte speed Wi-Fi at our house. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the cell service. Let me turn my cellular data off, which I don't think that does anything. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I already said that. While we're waiting for a little message back, let us take a look at my SoundCloud. So, I haven't done one of these face-to-face podcasts since March of 2022. Yep. And I didn't even upload it. That's crazy. Last time I attempted one of these was like a year and 3 months ago. Year and 2 months ago, I was lying. You guys should have known it. I was lying. Okay. Clocking in at a massive 392 followers. Dandelions, alt/indie rock music artist named Dandelions, which I just said, has released a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 studio albums. 3 of which have been in the same month. So, yep. They're really good. You should go listen to them. Specifically, Euthymia and Nitros. Sorry. Management, Soundwaves. Just listen to my first 5. My most recent one you don't have to listen to. Did it even send? Like, is it... Doesn't look like it's delivered. It's not even sending my messages. Freak, man. I don't know what's going on. You guys gotta tell me. What is your personal opinion on the matter? I don't know what's going on. Past lives could never hold me down. Lost love is sweeter when it's finally found. I've got the strange... Sorry, guys. Strangest feeling. This isn't our first time around. Past lives could it never come, but come. Dude, frick, is like, are any of my messages gonna send? What am I doing wrong? Hold on, gotta check my mail real quick. You silly geese. Clipchamp, I don't want... No can do, Clipchamp. Who do they think I am? It is only like 2 seconds off, this video and audio. Let me play this album real quick so I can hear it. Sounds good. Okay. What does that mean? Show video list. No can do, buckaroo. Blocks 118, total of 431. Wow. Bus. Yeah. So, I guess today I will go over men's mental health. That's what I'm going to do. Men's mental health crisis and how they struggle in silence by behavioral health centers.com. This is an article that I'm going to read. And if Luke doesn't get back sorry, I just turned the metronome on. If Luke doesn't get back to me, he's absolutely dead to me. Why is the... I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize that the thing turned. I don't actually know how I don't know how I didn't see it, because I have really good vision, but, you know, I'm going to try calling him again. Frick, is it me? I think it might be my bad, like bad on my part. Dr. K. Hodge, PhD, MS, PH, MSW. Thank you for what we're about to read. Logan won't pick up either. Man, nobody texts me anymore. Nobody likes me. It's absolutely bonkers, man. Nobody likes me. Sorry for whatever. Keep yourself safe is what I was gonna say. Anyways, let's get into the men's mental health crisis. Okay, let me keep my camera open so I can see what doing. Is that the smallest I can get? Looks like it. We'll just have to learn to deal with it. Okay, so credit for this article comes from behavioral health centers.com. They made this article that we're about to read. It was reviewed by Dr. K. Dodge. I said Hodge before, I think, who has a PhD. Pretty sick. This one is called Men's Mental Health Crisis, Struggle in Silence, and it was made August 21st of 2017. Pretty long ago. Okay. Let me pull my camera back up so I can continuously see. There are many biological and sociological gender differences between men and women, but some of the most primary distinctions include men and mental health, which includes the prevalence, diagnosis, escalation, and treatment of mental illnesses. Due to several millennia of male socialization and certain biological predispositions, many men around the world suffer from men's mental health crisis in silence, leading to a host of other potential problems, like suicide. If you or a loved one are struggling with mental health issues, please call 855-918-3416. It says so in the article. Let me get my phone off of silence, just in case anybody texts me, which is never going to happen. Who do I think I am? Do you guys want to hear? Hold on. We'll get back to the ringtone, or we'll get back to the article. You guys want to? You guys want to hear my ringtone I get called? Yep. And whenever I get a text, it plays this. You guys get it. Okay. Getting back on a serious note, the silent mental health crisis in men. Listen, over the past few years, I've been dealing with this. So I'm not trying to make fun of it. I'm just trying to be stupid and shed a little light on it. Because, I'm dumb. I have mental illness like ADHD and all that. So I apologize for being... Oh, freak. I apologize for being dumb. But I also don't. There is a tragic intersection of low rates of diagnosed depression... What is it? Yeah. Of diagnosed depression and high rates of suicide and substance abuse among the U.S. male population. Men account for 75% of all suicide victims in the U.S., with one man taking his own life every 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Around the world, men are 3 through 7.5 times more likely than a woman to take their own lives. That's crazy, man. Researchers have come up with a theory for this. Men as the stronghold. We often think of mental health as an individual issue, something that only affects the person suffering from a mental illness. But the truth is, mental health problems can have a ripple effect, impacting not just the sufferer, but also their friends, and colleagues. Since men in traditional thinking of masculinity put all the pressure on them, it is more likely for them to have issues. Thank you very much. Men are struggling to fill the breadwinner role. Traditional societal norms position men to be the primary financial provider in the home. However, the decline in industries like manufacturing have left many men in certain regions unemployed, with women now as a large part of the national workforce as men. Okay. Blurring of work and life. The blurring of work and life in men is nothing new. It has been happening for generations, albeit at a much slower pace, and has become more prevalent in this modern world. So much of a man's sense of self-worth is linked to how much money he earns. This, combined with the advances in technology, has made it so some people never really escape the office. Over time, this can cause great stress and lead to worse mental health conditions. This can lead to feelings of guilt and conflict when men try to balance their work and home life. Social media. This is not only a problem that affects men, but it is easy to feel as though others are doing better than we are because on social media we see everyone's holiday celebrations, vacations, and gourmet dinners. When a person feels something is lacking in his or her life, it would cause depression and other mental conditions, as some research has shown. Some groups of men feel rejected. There are very high rates of suicide among veterans and gay men. Some have attributed this to the fact that these groups of men may feel, whether it is real or not, rejected by society and mainstream media. But it's impossible to know all of the factors that lead a person to attempt a suicide. It's difficult to point to a common trend that would link them together and lead to prevention strategies. One study of the different rates of suicide among men and women focused on the different methods that they use when attempting... I'm going to read that again. One study of the different rates of suicide among men and women focused on the different methods they use when attempting to take their own lives. That's the end of the sentence. Oh, it's saying that one study of the suicide rates between men and women focused on the different methods. Okay, I'm sorry. It has been well established that men are more likely to use these suicide methods of high lethality, or methods with an increased risk of death. This is supported by finding in a European study that 62% of males who attempt suicide use hanging or firearms compared to the 40% of women. Which one could explain away the use of guns with men having more exposure to firearms? The same cannot be said about hanging. Some researchers have determined these suicide method tendencies indicate that compared with women, men who are at the point of suicidal thoughts are more hopeless, more resigned to die, more likely to have greater capacity to enact self-harm, more unconcerned with the consequences of their actions, more likely to be intoxicated, and more willing to carry out actions that might leave them injured or disfigured. That's one way to put it. If these conclusions are correct, it would support the theory that men are less inclined to discuss difficulties in their lives and their mental health problems than women. Very true. When difficulties with mental health are untreated, they only get worse, often leading people to abuse drugs and alcohol and eventually to suicide. The silent mental health crisis among men is a serious problem that needs to be addressed. By increasing awareness and understanding of men's mental health conditions, we can help break down the barriers that prevent men from seeking help. We can also provide support to those who are struggling and let them know they are not alone. Okay? Now listen, if you are of the male species and you're listening to me right now, I know that, Luke, you're probably going to be listening and watching to this, so I guess listen in. But it's very difficult for people in our situations, men in our situations, to see that we need help and to talk about it. So what we do is we never do. We just continue with our daily lives. We work out and just brush it off and let it get worse and worse without telling anybody, which leads to the suicide. Which leads to the suicide. But if you feel at any point that you are not enjoying life or yourself, or you don't like where you're at, you need to talk to someone, and you need to figure out what is holding you back from being the best you can possibly be. Okay. Okay. Call us to verify your health insurance coverage today at 855-918-3416. High substance abuse prevalence among men. Substance use disorders are 3 times more common among men than women. This has been historically accurate and may be reflective of the risk-taking tendencies caused by testosterone. Research has shown that substance use disorders are often accompanied by mental illness, and that alcohol and drug abuse are simply common yet flawed means of self-medication. There is a strong correlation between substance abuse and suicide, which may partially... Hey, buddy.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my shit. I'm just stroking my shit.
Bro, not right now, bro.
What?
Why are you stroking your stuff right now?
So, like, man.
Well, how are you, man? I just wanted to check up on you.
I mean, my balls are sweaty.
Bro, relatable. Mine too. Mine are like dripping, bro.
Me too. Like, they're like dropping.
Mine are sagging. They are 3 inches above the ground.
Yeah, I got a force. It's just.
That's yeah. I'm making a podcast episode about men's mental health right now.
I'm making a child with Liam.
Bro, why? I thought you did. What do you? Did you guys make up or something?
Yeah, we did makeup. We did each other's makeup.
Bro.
Yeah, we made out.
Oh my God. You... Alright.
Alright, bye, man. I'll let you go.
Alright, man. I love ya.
I love you too, man.
Okay, I'll see ya.
I'll see ya.
That guy. Okay. There's a strong correlation between substance abuse and suicide, which may partially explain why men commit suicide at a far higher rates than women. While the common logic among substance abusers centers around using drugs or alcohol to drown out feelings of depression, alcohol has the opposite effect. Studies found that people who abuse alcohol are 6 times more likely to commit suicide than those who don't abuse alcohol. Being intoxicated may actually increase the risk of suicide due to decreased inhibitions and increased aggression and levels of depression. That's why I don't drink. I can't legally yet, but I will not on like a daily basis. I'll just drink when my dad's like, "Hey, smoke up, Johnny." Um, Unique mental health difficulties for each gender. I thought we were talking about men. According to the World Health Organization, well, listen, women have these issues too. I'm not trying to single out anybody. That was mean. I'm sorry. I pray for anybody out there that's having mental issues or feels like they're not who they're supposed to be. If you got what I'm saying, thank you. I didn't. Sorry. According to the World Health Organization, quote, gender differences in the rates of overall mental disorder, including rare disorders such as schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, are negligible. However, highly significant gender differences exist for depression, anxiety, and somatic complaints that affect more than 20% of the population in established economies, end quote. The organization's report, Gender Disparities in Mental Health, highlights that global rates of depression are twice as high among women than men. And that gender stereotyping is a large reason for this disparity. Even when presenting the exact same mental health symptoms, women are more likely to be diagnosed with depression and less likely to be diagnosed with a substance use disorder than men. Quote, Many men quietly struggle with mental health issues such as bipolar disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, and depression for long periods of time without any treatment, end quote. There are multiple influential factors at play. First, mental health issues manifest differently in men than women. I need water, hold on. Water break, guys. Wow. That was really good. Okay. First, mental health issues manifest differently in men than women. For example, depression in men often results in irritability, anger, hostility, risk-taking, and escaping behavior. However, depression in women is more commonly associated with sadness, crying, feelings of guilt, and changes in appetite. Another factor is the lack of willingness in men to seek treatment for any mental illnesses. This tendency frequently results in a situation in which many men quietly struggle with a mental health issue for long periods of time without any treatment. The longer the conditions remain untreated, the more severe the problem potentially becomes. This may help to explain the high rates of suicide among men. Men and mental health, overcoming gender stereotypes. A mixture of gender and sex-based differences accounts for the different ways that men and women experience and respond to mental health difficulties. Before delving too deeply, it's important to distinguish the difference between gender and sex. Gender relates to socially shaped behaviors and how we are expected to think and act as men or women. Sex refers to biologically determined characteristics. There you go. Biological factors influence sociological ones, such as sociological factors influence biological ones. This makes it difficult to determine what exactly causes men to act one way and women to act another, or in the case of this article, what causes men to be more or less predisposed to certain mental illnesses and why they choose to remain quiet about them. Here are some of the common reasons why depression in men is undiagnosed so often. Hold on, and let me cut this on the podcast right here so that we can save this clip. Hold on a moment. It's really lagging my computer. Okay. Give me a few more seconds. Okay, so my computer is having a hard time right now. Hold on. Hold on. I said hold on. God, you guys are freaking impatient. Okay, I'm gonna stop it again. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay. Hold on. I think this thing is still having issues. Let me call Luke.
Yo,
Hey, bud.
hey,
So I'm making a podcast episode right now about men's mental health.
actually,
Yes.
okay.
So how are you?
I've been alright, man. I could be better.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know. I've been feeling like, I would say, left out, but I don't know if I would say left out a lot. I
I
don't know.
understand. Logan and all of them.
Yeah, and okay. I know, okay, and you got the way that they treat me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not necessarily very nice. But some people there just genuinely, I guess, don't like your company.
No, guess not.
Okay. Well, I'm reading this article. It is about the men's mental health crisis.
Crisis.
So where I'm at right now is... Here are some of the common reasons why men in depression is undiagnosed so often.
Okay.
So let us read some of those reasons.
Okay.
Hold on. Failure to recognize mental and physical symptoms. Most people assume that feeling sad or emotional are the signs to look for when diagnosing depression. However,
But
as discussed earlier, men and women experience depression differently. Ignoring or minimizing symptoms and signs. Many men assume that they will just get over whatever problems are plaguing them and downplay the impact that they are having on their lives. When men are feeling depressed, many assume that the problem will go away on its own. Reluctant to talk about problems. Hold on. Men don't generally discuss problems openly with close friends, so speaking to a mental health professional about them is even more unlikely, which is completely factual.
I know, because most people think, and men themselves say, "Hey, if you want to like be sad and all, you're a bitch. You're a pussy.
Whoa
Like
there.
your face." Huh?
Whoa there.
Oh, it's the truth though, because people say that you're weak if you're depressed, and it's not good. That's why men's suicide is 10 times over women's suicide rate.
Yeah. 10 times is not true, though. I think it's like 3.
Yeah, I've overreacted.
Okay. Through thousands of years of male socialization, certain definitions of what is and isn't manly have been created. Rather than openly discuss problems, the more manly thing to do is tough it out on your own.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
This is something that is drilled into male psyches from birth.
Yes.
You can see these male depictions in literature, television, movies, advertisements, and in sports. The athlete who, quote, plays through the injury is always considered tougher and stronger than the ones who aren't able to do so. The term man up doesn't mean to go talk to someone about your problems and ask for help. Okay.
See, this is why. Okay, this makes me sad and all because people don't look out like for the signs of a man being depressed because they just say, "Oh man, toughen up, do something about it, like try to fix it," instead of like saying something about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been gonna kill somebody. I just want to cry.
Wanting to be like their male heroes and likely following the examples men in their lives set, boys are taught from an early age to suppress their emotions. By the time they become adults, many are unable to properly express any emotion other than anger.
Anger. Oh.
Sorry, I just decided to beatbox. How to solve men's mental health crisis. Or sorry, I do a specific voice when a new chapter starts. How to solve men's mental health crisis. Given the extremely high rates of depression and substance abuse among men, it is clear that mental health struggles in the male population require extra attention. More research and documentation, like the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration guide that address specific treatment needs of adult men living with substance use disorders into what. All right. More research and documentation (parentheses) like this Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration guide that address specific treatment needs of adult men living with the substance use disorders into what would make men more likely to seek dual diagnosis treatment for mental illnesses and other health issues is needed. However, perhaps the first step in the process involves changing the narrative about what it means to be a man. Yeah. Okay. The stigma of asking for help must be eliminated. While it will take a considerable effort to undo several millennia of male socialization, boys need to have it impressed upon them that reaching out for help isn't a sign of weakness. But this is difficult considering the myriad subliminal messages prevalent throughout our culture. How do we, as a culture, on one hand, tell our sons that they could speak up and ask for mental health treatment when the majority of idolized fictional and real-life men in our culture are celebrated for not doing so? The stigma of asking for help must be eliminated. Another step our society can take is to stop normalizing destructive behaviors and mental health issues is by men explaining it away as boys being boys. This age-old justification only serves to enable the behavior to continue. It's time we challenge the idea that boys will be boys and instead hold them accountable for their actions. Yes, sir. We need to start having conversations with young... That sounds kind of whack. We need to start having conversations with young boys about what it means to be a man. Having conversations with young boys about what it means to be a man. That's kind of weird. We must teach them that being a man doesn't mean being destructive or abusive. We must show them that being a man means being kind, caring, and respectful. Only then can we hope to change the culture of toxic masculinity that is so destructive to our community. Check in for my podcast.
We need to do that.
Okay, hold on. Don't crash on me. Don't crash. Okay.
Yeah, it's just so sad because actually it's true. We need to do these things, and it's like.
The professionals at behavioral health centers are committed to remaining at the forefront of addiction and mental health treatment. We are a comprehensive addiction recovery facility located they're in North Palm Beach, Florida. So anybody who lives there, go there and do it. Contact them at 855-918-3416. That's 855-918-3416 today.
I always hear that on the commercials. There's that deep voice, something like that.
Yep.
554.
Anyways, now that you're in the podcast, would you like to introduce yourself?
As some of you may know, my name is Luke, and I've been on a podcast episode before called Sadness and Depression, or Sadness and Iron Man. That was a really weird episode, but we went with it.
Yeah, it was weird.
We talked about my ex and just stuff about. I'm not gonna bring up what you said because that's just sad. And then we talked about Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We talked about the first Iron Man movie.
Yeah, that it was a good movie, I'd say.
Yes.
Now, back to men's sadness, because this is actually an important thing.
So, Palm Beach, Florida, go check them out. 855-918-31 or 3416 to go get some help for your mentalness.
Please do if you're like feeling sad, and if you're a man or a woman. So, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but it's just the subject we're going over is about men. This is why we're saying this. But if you are female and watching this, and you feel some sort of way that you don't feel like you are your best self, and something is holding you back, go.
Please do. We don't want you to
Go,
end up in a very, very sad state.
go talk to someone about it if you feel like that's your only source of I don't know, your only way of getting help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's wonderful.
let's make this a little more sad.
Yeah.
So, I deal with like the worst possible thing, which is overthinking.
Yes.
It is like, you might deal with it too. I can't necessarily explain it, but like mine is horrible. I started dating someone recently, and like I just found out like she still gets nervous when she is talking about me, or I go over to talk to her. Like she still gets nervous to talk about me, which is kind of cute, but
Yo. Okay.
bro. Anyways,
Listen.
before I was given that piece of information, I don't know how to not think negatively, so I always go to like, what did I do wrong? Where did I mess up? And is this my fault? And that's how I always think. About like relationships in my life. So I could give an example with my friend Logan, who I was just talking to on the phone earlier in this podcast episode. I have a older podcast episode about our fight that we had in 2022. Not necessarily a fight. He just kind of like spread lies about me and drifted away. But like, that's kind of like what sparked my overthinking, was like someone who I'd known for like 3 years of my life then, kind of drifting away without saying anything or giving a reason.
Giving a reason why he spread lies and talks about you.
Yeah.
You guys feel on that level to say that you were before that?
What?
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, do you guys feel like you're on the same level of friendship that you were before the fight?
Yes. Much better, actually.
Okay.
Like,
and as you said about overthinking, yeah, I also deal with that. What you said also, like, what did I do wrong? Like, stuff like that, because it sucks.
You talk to the people for a bit. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm leaving.
I was leaving, guys.
Bye.
Bye. So, as some of you may know, in the last podcast episode, I talked about my ex. How so someone just knocked on my door. Okay. Yeah, I talked about my ex and how she lied about me in her one of her videos, because she had a video thing. She had a YouTube channel, YupTup, and she posted a video about me saying, or her saying, how I called her ugly, which I never did. And not even a month later, after we broke up, she tried to get in with someone else, and now I think to myself sometimes, like, what could I have done right in that situation to not make me break up with her? Because I think about that a lot, and that's why I'm in a relationship right now. I feel like I'm like not the best I was before, but I used to talk to. Yeah, I feel like I'm not the best as I was my ex. And yeah, basically, I don't know, when was just I do. It's like, what could I have done right in that situation? What happened if I didn't break up with her? You know that, and just I don't know. She probably moved on or something. She probably did. You know that, and so yeah. Nah.
You alright?
Oh my god.
You okay?
I'm okay, man. Like sadness, like makes me.
Oh, shoot. Oh, frick. Oh, no.
What?
Oh, my computer was lagging. Hold on. Oh, shit. Pause. Oh my god.
What happened?
Nothing yet.
What happened?
Parents, man. Shit. Oh my god. Please, be quiet. Am I recording? Okay, hold on. Oh my god! I keep messing up. Okay. Hold on, let me go yell at someone. We are live, so talk to them again.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, as what just happened was something happened. We had to stop it for a few minutes. But as I was saying, my ex, like, feel like I've grown more distant in my relationship. Not only like this. I just feel like I'm not like being myself a lot around her. I think I was around my other, I can't say my other one, my ex.
Alright, hold on. Let me stop this recording because my camera's delayed.
I'll just say nothing right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
This month is... I'm recording, just so you know. I forgot to mention it. This month is, of course, Pride Month, but... every thing that is celebrated for like a month or a day should be celebrated every day of every year.
Yeah.
I guess. Men's mental health is a year-round issue and has been for decades.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's crazy too. Pride Month took over Men's Mental Health Month. Isn't that crazy?
What?
Yeah, this month is men's. It's also Pride Month. This month is Men's Mental Health Month. You didn't know that? Yeah, it's like Black History Month should be celebrated all day, every day, for like the whole year, every year, because
What should be celebrated?
Black History Month.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't say it. Wait, what? I didn't hear you. But that's how like men's mental health gets like overlooked, I would say.
It does very much.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
And it shouldn't be. It's sad that men have to deal with this.
Yeah.
But happy Pride Month, I guess. Hip hip hooray.
Celebrate the gays.
My brother is transgender, which has, of course, introduced him to new friends and new groups of people and all that. And they have rubbed off onto him, and he has rubbed off onto them very much so. They all, like, I don't mean to sound rude in any way, because I love my brother. He just doesn't, like, respect me at all. He shows no love towards me, and he supports me in nothing that I do, but I'm the opposite way. which is really awesome. I love that. But he and his friends act very entitled. My brother's maybe going to graduate high school. We don't even know because he's skipped so many classes this year that he has to make up extra hours for it.
That's not good.
So, he's been doing that, but we're not even fully sure if he's going to graduate. Even though I think he's only got 1 hour left to make up. But, like, still. He's asking, he spends all of his money in the wrong places. He gets a job, or he has a job. He works at freaking Old Navy and makes the same amount of money that my dad, who is a firefighter, makes. Pretty sure firefighter is more important than Old Navy, like, back rooms worker, but whatever. I lost my train of thought.
Do you remember what you were just talking about?
He every chance he gets, he goes out and buys some sort of fast food. He buys stuff from Dollar General. He goes to Goodwill all the time. He has too many clothes. He's like a surplus of a surplus of clothes. And then he ran out of money recently. Or today, my parents and him had an argument over the phone, and I was there for it. And he was pardon me. He was asking if my mom could go shopping with him for graduation clothes, even though like it's gonna be really hot, and he's gonna be wearing that gown and that hat. But there's like a dress code, even though no one's gonna be seeing what's under the gown or the hat for the whole day. But he wants to go shopping, and he said he just wants to go with my mom or family because of the feeling of sentiment. Not because he ran out of money and he wants my mom to pay. No. He just wants to be there because he loves his family very much, which he clearly does not. But happy Pride Month. I'm going to celebrate you and respect you, but I don't get anything back from him, so fuck you.
You said fuck you. F you.
No, I said it specifically to my brother.
Oh.
Because there are some good people who are gay or like celebrate being different from straight people, I guess. It's a rough topic to go over without getting canceled, so I'm trying to phrase it the best way I can.
Yeah.
But yeah. I got this cool jacket, bro. It's Adidas. It's got a purple inside. It's freaking lit, dude. It's very comfy. Happy Pride Month. Hold on, guys. Listen to this. Well, I messed it up. I thought I played the wrong chord, which I probably did. I just wanted to play a few sad songs. Alright. We're almost at 50 minutes.
Dang, I've only been here for like 30, maybe.
Ah! Oopsies.
Oopsie daisies.
What'd you say?
I said oopsie daisies.
No, before that.
And I've been here for like 30 minutes.
Roughly.
Yeah.
Luke wishes he had talkies.
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
I had some actually.
Not right now.
Good points by Animal.
Where are they? There they are. Shut up, bro. Check it. Got me the talkies that you can't see, but you'll see on the video.
Dude, video? Dang.
If I can even edit it correctly.
You should FaceTime me, bro. You should show me on the video.
No, I don't like looking at you. I'm joking. Yeah, guys. Please maintain your health. Maintain your body. Always work to better yourself, because no matter how highly you think of yourself, there's always someone who will beat you. But you can always outwork anybody. Somebody will be able to outwork you, but you can outwork anybody else. I don't know how to describe it. You can do anything that you put your mind to. You are capable of anything. And if you feel like you aren't you and something is blocking the path between you and whoever you want to be and whatever you want to do, find what the issue is. You might have to cut some people off like I did. I don't know, man. Just...
Okay, Sigma male. I'm messed. No.
Yeah.
Try to better yourself, as my friend just described. Try to find something that you can fix or come out.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have a good day. Thank you for listening to this podcast episode. I'm going to end it on 50 minutes. So, thank you guys very much. See you guys next time I do a podcast episode, which may or may not be with Luke.
Wow!
So, see you.
Yep. I love you guys. And yeah.